If I could have any, and I mean any, red, aka mythical champion in the game, it would probably be... I mean, let's face it. Come on. Star Sage Galather. I'm gonna tell you guys why Star Sage Galather. And just want to point this out. I have played for almost 1 year. In January, it's been a year. I have never pulled any mythical. I am very close to getting 2 mythicals. Well, I mean, depends a little bit, right? But I am 2 epic champions away from fusing Mikage. And dude, I'm just gonna point out this way. If I pull Mikage from a primal, I will be so freaking pissed. But anyways, I would say, if lucky, 2 weeks away of getting Embers as well. So that's like back-to-back mythicals, which is just insane. I don't have any remnant summons just yet. I haven't progressed that much in the game. But let's get back to Star Sage Galather and why I want him. Okay, he looks very cool. Look at his hair and everything, and his arm, and look at this. Like, he looks so cool. Beyond that, though, like, did you see his freaking underwear when he floated down there? I didn't. But that's also a reason why I want him, because you see his underwear. It's hot. No, but from what I've been described, he is similar to Elva. In a previous video, I mentioned that I have Elva. So why do I want to start Sage Galather? Going through his kit and seeing like what I lack and what I need right now in the sort of area of the game I am in, and which champions I have, Star Sage Galather is still one of those like up there, like holy shit. Then I mean, also you kind of never know until you actually play the character yourself, and also, you know, with your other champions to see how well he syncs. But I mean, I would never go Elva and Star Sage. That would be kind of overkill. But Star Sage would definitely replace her. Definitely. He doesn't have perfect will, but let's go through his kit a little bit quickly, and I'm gonna also explain why he's so important specifically for my account. His A1 attacks all enemies, fills the turn meter of all allies by 10%, also fills the turn meter of each ally by an extra 5% if they have active buffs placed on them by this champion. Turn meter is always good. This is also very similar to Elva here. Removes all debuffs from all allies, then heals them by 25% of this champion's max HP. Elva does the cleanse, but doesn't do the heal. She has her heal on her A1. But also fills this turn meter of all allies by 15% and plays a block debuffs buff on them for 2 turns. Block debuff is just, you know, that part of the kit is also Elva. But still, it has the heal, the cleanse, and the block debuffs, where she has cleanse and block debuffs. Here, this is an AoE heal. She is a single target heal, but he also has the perfect veil. Revives all dead allies with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. Also places a perfect veil on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. And his passive here, this champion receives 5% less damage for each 100 rests on this champion, stacks up to 25%. The active effect prevents this champion's death and keeps them alive on 1 HP when receiving fatal damage, then equalizes their HP. The HP level of this champion will be brought up to the average HP level of the team. This reminds me a little bit about Donnie's, I believe, passive, where a kill that's supposed to, or a damage that are supposed to killing the champion doesn't kill the champion. All right, and then we have his other abilities from his other form. We're gonna get into why exactly I want this champion, but I believe it's his A2 here. A1 though, attacks all enemies, decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 10%, really nice. Decreases the turn meter of each enemy by an extra 5% if they're under a block. Active skills decrease resilience or a stun debuff placed by this champion. All right, and here we go. Okay, attacks all enemies. Before attacking, remove all buffs from all enemies, then places a block active skill debuff for 2 turns. This attack will not trigger counterattacks. The whole block active skills is... I've realized how strong that is because I've been countered against it. One example of this is if you are up against a Teenage Mutant Ninja team, which is my main team in Arena and, well, mostly Arena and also Live Arena. The block active skills well, I wouldn't say completely, but definitely disables Leo a little bit, or quite a bit. So the whole block active skills is just so insane. Whenever I meet Loki or anyone that can sort of lock my champion in, I'm just banning them straight away, just for the simple fact I'm using Leo. But beyond this, removing all buffs from enemies, I'm thinking Grim Forest right now, where there's a lot of places where I don't have many block buffs that I can put on other champions. I only have 2. I have Feral, which is really strong, but you know, you have to be lucky to draft him. And I have 1 more, but I don't remember which one it is. Removing all the buffs, the block active skills is really nice, but having a champion that can cleanse and also cleanse all your buffs, and also removing all the enemies' buffs is just so freaking strong. That alone is just like, oh my god, yes, that's exactly what I need. Dark Nebula places a 50% increased accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns. Then places a 50% decreased resilience debuff on all enemies for 2 turns, and a stun debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. And then is passive. Increases this champion's accuracy equal to 75% of the resilience when placing debuffs or activating instant effects. Active effect: if an enemy's accuracy is higher than this champion's resilience, has a 50% chance of transferring any fear, true fear, freeze, provoke, sleep, stun, or petrification debuffs back to the enemy when placing these debuffs on this champion. And that has an ally res about 80 in all battles. And I mean, this guy, if you look at the ratings, me, dude, like every single thing. Similar to Elva, she has no rating below 4.5. This guy doesn't have, well, 4.6. This guy doesn't have any rating below 4.6. I usually don't take ratings from the webs from here. I usually take it from Hell Hades. But when I don't know a specific champion that well, I just glance through a little bit quick here. I never do recommended artifacts here, obviously. I go again through Hell Hades. But yeah, that is my most wanted mythical. Guys, what's your most wanted mythical? And if you've pulled any mythical, which one was your first one? I would love to know. I'm guessing most people, it's either similar to me. I believe it's either like Lady Mikage or Empress, I guess. But yeah. But speaking of the like pulling, I've pulled about 40 to 50 primal shards so far with no mythical. But I wouldn't say that, maybe I've been unlucky, but I wouldn't say that I've had a quick time getting Mikage. It's almost taken me a year. Still haven't her. I mean, I'm probably gonna get Empress before Mikage. But yeah, that's all for me, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one.